Welcome to Tarot Tuesday for the week of November 25th. This is for Capricorn. Capricorn, oh my god. This is for Capricorn. Hey, happy Sagittarius season. We are hitting the end of this Mercury Retrograde, so I will get my words back, hopefully. That's coming up on the 29th. We also have Saturn, so your ruling planet is also going to go direct on the 27th. So we're going to come into hopefully a place of more clarity, even though we'll be in a residual post-shadow of these two retrogrades for the next little bit. And it's just a time to reflect on what we've learned the last month, yeah? Okay, we also have Venus moving into Sagittarius. So we're doubling down on Sag energy. And I'm adding to that by using the Earth Power Oracle deck by Stacey Demarco, so that we are really connecting to the knowledge of these power spots, but you as an earth sign might really be able to grasp the tangibility of these spaces that we're going to connect to in your spread. Yeah? All right, so what does Capricorn got going on this week? Okay. You have magnetic North Pole. I am flexible but consistent. I am magnetic. I know my purpose. I know my true north. So Capricorn, this little guy right here could be a power totem for you this week, connecting to the polar bear, but it's talking about flexibility and consistency. So two things that have come up is that flexibility isn't just body, although because things are cooling down, at least here in the northern hemisphere, you do want to be working your body, getting those stretches, morning stretches in, maybe doing Tai Chi, yoga, Pilates, something along those lines if you're into it. But also it's mostly for your mind, and even here it's for your heart space. So be flexible and just open to the fact that people are gonna people right now. People are really, you know, in their own little worlds as well. So don't get too pushed over when people are in a more stuck place than you. Yeah? Okay. And then your next card, Avebury Standing Stones. I can't pronounce everything in this deck. I'm sorry already. I seek knowledge and receive greater knowledge when I am ready. Great power means greater responsibility. It is a natural part of life to exclude and include. Discernment is necessary. And so this is going to say, for you and where this card is at, Capricorn, in how it's saying this, and it's mostly talking about excluding and including, I would say, people in this deck, but it's also about what do you exclude and include in your day-to-day life. So if you have the time for those stretches, what might you have to exclude? You might have to exclude hitting the snooze button to get those morning stretches in. You might have to exclude, or it might just be better for you to exclude, say, if like you've had like 3 birthday parties this week at work, just tell those cakes to fuck off. Just none of that this week. It might be, you know, do I go to that happy hour, or do I go hit the gym? Do I go out versus cook at home? Because I'd even say financially, this thing might be saying like, do I cut that streaming service that I barely use? You just want to play with where you are so that you can have more energy for yourself. Because yeah, the greater responsibility with greater power is also saying that you might be excluding things so that you have the energy to be in a place of more responsibility. If you have a strenuous job, like if you were, say, a construction worker or something, and your body is saying that those late night outings are not productive for you, waking up at 6 to go like do a bunch of physical labor right off the bat, it might be saying just little lifestyle switches. And also because we're going into colder months, rest is also a key thing to include into this space. Yeah, I can't pronounce this, but I hear it all the time. Global Tepe. connecting with my higher power is a timeless act. It's within my DNA. It's a natural and useful part of my life. And so regardless of if you feel connected to a higher power or not, this is just saying that we all have that inner voice that says hell yes or hell no, or like you're so stupid. Those little guys, what you want to do is find the inner guidance that is your true north, the yeses, the most powerful ones. Tune out those other guys. Find your way that you connect to those, like that higher space. Yeah, because sometimes that recharge is literally just going to these power spots. And if you don't have, say, like, I used to live 50 minutes from Sedona. I was there all the time. But now I at least live like, you know, about 10-15 minutes from the beach. I can go there for my little power spot. Or even just, I planted this tree when I was 16 in the back. I'll go out there and hang out with that one when I can. Just like, what can you do to tap into yourself and a more productive voice? Not necessarily the ones that are like, Julie, what are we doing today? Yeah? Okay, because your last card, this is Libras too. Mecca. I radiate my peace outward. I have faith. I am devoted. I understand that forgiveness frees me. So, Capricorn, choose your peace. Your peace is the priority right now. Everything else, anything that deters you from your peace, just kick it out as much as you can. But knowing that forgiveness frees me part is very key, because it's two things. For one, we have to all forgive ourselves for that time that I decided to stay out really late and I had a test the next day and I was not a functional person. Or, you know, forgive myself for that time when I got really obsessed with vegan donuts and I made it a point to journey to get them. Like, I almost had one once every week. I would go to Phoenix or wherever had them, and I was like, I don't actually need this. This is excessive. Things like that. You need to forgive yourself for whatever it is, Capricorn, but also others. So if you're hanging on to resentment or anything between you and others, it is not going to bring you peace, and you need to let that go because your peace is your priority right now. All right? That's what I have for you, Capricorn, and I hope this helps. And I'll see you next week. Bye.